Greetings, fellows out there. My name is Ronnie. I'm a part-time reseller, and I've been a part-time Bricklink store owner for about 5 years now, and I'm getting pretty tired of parting out sets and selling them a piece at a time. So this video is going to be all about my efforts to essentially purge the parts in my Bricklink store to downsize it significantly and quickly by using the platform Whatnot. I started selling on Whatnot just this week. I've got 2 auctions under my belt. I have an auction set up for Saturday, so in 2 days, today is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, kind of 3 days, I don't know how you want to count that. I am going to be parting out, selling lots of new parts directly from my Bricklink store, and I thought that it might make for a cool YouTube video, so here we are. So here's my process. I am on the computer, and I am looking for parts that have been in my store for 500 days and that haven't sold in the last 2 years. So currently what I've decided to do is to do this in color lots. So right now I'm on tan, and we can see that that tan part right there has not sold ever. And I added it July 20th, 2017. There's 2 of them. I've got them listed for 13 cents a piece. So I need to go to bin 326, which is right over here on this side. Oh, we got to go down. There we go. 26. All right. There's those 2 parts. That goes back in there. These are going to get added to a cup, which is right here. And what I've been doing is I've been using these size bubble, like poly bags, I guess is what you call them. And I'm writing on them all the parts that are in there. So at the top goes the color, and then it's just as many parts basically as what I can fit in there. For the most part, like some of them are pretty darn full. Like in the Translite Blue, I didn't have quite enough parts to fill up an entire bag, but I think I can still justify the price of $2 starting bid. All of these are going to start at $2, by the way. There's scuba mask parts in there. Looks like Walter White in that bag. So my thought was I'll try and get 3 bags of like each color, but that's not going to happen because there's just so many colors out there. That's as far as I've gotten, and then whenever I get to a particular part that I've got a lot of and the weight goes up, I'm doing those in a separate tray, but I've only found 1 of those so far. So I'm just going to continue grinding away and getting ready for the auction. I've already scheduled it 12 noon on Saturday. My hope is that people are going to know exactly what I'm going to be selling. So I, advertised it as parts, new parts, used parts, $2 starting bid, with the idea that, I might not have 60 or 70 people in the auction, but the people that are there are going to be there knowing that they're going to have the chance to purchase lots and lots of parts. So going for more of a specific demographic rather than something really broad, because the thing that I didn't like about my last Whatnot auction is that it was just all over the place and I felt really disorganized. So I'm going to try and hone in on like one specific thing and just kind of see what happens, because this is all just a learning experience. But after I make some more progress here and I get to a point where I feel like I've got all of my inventory ready, I'll come back, I'll update you guys, and then the day of the auction we'll do an update there, and then after the auction there you can expect all of that in this video. So join me, won't you? Hallelujah, we've finally made it to Saturday. I'm so excited to kick this auction off. Of course I have not slept very well in the past several days. Had a pretty crazy auction last night with Dave from Scott's Toys and put a bunch of work into getting ready for today. So let me show you what we're going to have on the agenda for this huge auction. So here's kind of our battle station number 1. Purchased this little whiteboard so that I can have the colors that are available in the background and just kind of show that off to everybody. That way I can kind of be fluid and cater to the people's needs that are in the auction at the time. But I've got all the new parts just kind of ready to go. Each one of these bags is 2 to 3 ounces worth of parts. I got lazier as time went on, and I stopped labeling each individual bag with the individual parts that are in there, because it was taking so much time to make a label for each one of these and to write on there those individual parts. So it'll be an experiment to see if people are alright with that. But this dark purple here, you can see there's quite a few different lots, and I think that will, I'll just put it on the screen right there and just kind of say, hey, there we go, dark purple, what you see is what you get. It's 2 to 3 ounces worth of brand new parts, and hopefully people will be okay with that, because honestly, at this point, I want to just liquidate all of the parts that I have and move away from doing that, because it's time consuming to sell stuff on Bricklink and to go to those drawers day after day and pull parts individually. So we're going to see how that goes, and if that's okay with folks, I'll just wind up combining stuff in colors and not have to worry about, you know, writing down the individual parts that are in there. But we'll see what the response is. So there's 1 box of that, there's 2 boxes of that, there's 3 boxes of that, and these are a little bit different. These are a little bit heavier. These are 3 to 5 ounces worth of parts. So like in some cases I had like these giant wheels that were just a little bit too big, so they needed to go into a little separate area. I've got 12 bags of used, labeled how much it weighs. That's ready to go. And then I decided that I was going to get into my sealed sets and take advantage of my Whatnot situation right now, because they're not charging me any Whatnot fees, the seller fees. So the 8% that they normally charge me, it's not there for 30 days. So I thought that would be a good opportunity to move some sets. So I've got these are all new, brand new sealed, pretty minty, most of them. And what I did was I figured out, oh yeah, painter's tape. You can put that on a Lego box and it's not going to damage it. And so small means that it's a small shipping profile. So it's about a pound, and that way I can just select that on the Whatnot seller page, and I don't have to input each individual set. I can just select small set, and then I wrote down for pricing, I looked at Bricklink and I found what was the cheapest sealed set available in the United States, and that's the starting price that I went with. So in all of those cases, if they sell for that, then I will still make money. Like on this one in particular, I think that I paid $10 for it, so you know I'll make $5 on it if that one sells. But just, you know, some stuff that I just don't really want to hang on to forever. We did the same thing here with medium. Try to get a good variety of themes. Wanted to clear out all of my Lego movie stuff, so that stuff is definitely represented here. And then we've got the larger sets as well. This is probably the most valuable set of the day. Large, started at 130. We'll see if it sells, and yeah, cannot wait to get this thing rolling. Like I said, we had a big night last night at Dave's auction. He does this thing where he's like, I'll make it right. Just whatever you guys want to bid on this last item, I'll make it right. And I told him before the auction started that I was going to win that auction, because I didn't last week and I regretted it. Well, the bid got up to $470. But I did get a Hogwarts castle. He's going to send me a Hogwarts castle, and then 2 of the newer Harry Potter sets that I don't have yet. So that's awesome. Very generous of Dave. He's a good guy. If you guys aren't following Scott's Toys, what are you doing with your life? So yeah, I'm looking forward to today. Hopefully I make some good money, because I have definitely spent it in the last day or so. But I'll give you some more updates as they come. So thanks for watching. Final preparations are ready. We're at 11:48 now. Got about 50 people that have bookmarked the show. We've got a soundboard we're going to try out this time, so you can just hit them with that kind of stuff. Or there's a person named TNT that keeps buying stuff from me, so I thought if they're back and they buy something, I'll give them one of these. Boom! We got the music. We're just trying to make it a little bit better all the time. So my plan is to kind of have the camera right there for at least like the first auction or so, and you guys can kind of see another little behind the scenes peek of how this goes. But hopefully it goes well. Super pumped up, put in a ton of work. Hopefully it's going to pay off shortly. I'll let you know. Without further ado, we're just going to start throwing some stuff out. All of the parts are going to start at $2. What's up, Brad's Bricks? Locked Door, Conroy. We got our first color request, yellow. Awesome. Jonathan, you just missed the overview, buddy, but we will get you one again here in just a little bit. Ethan is definitely doing. Awesome. Yeah, they make a killing on the minifigure only shipping, so no minifigs today if that's your thing. This maybe isn't your auction. I'm with you, Josh. I am exhausted from Scott's Toys auction last night, and I won the grand prize. I spent $470 on a Hermione common minifigure, and I need to make some money today. All right, yellow. Let's get it. So what I've done for you guys is I've labeled in every single one of these bags the parts you're going to get. So literally, you could take these parts and sell them in a Bricklink store if you wanted, or if you're a mocker, you could do that. It's really easy to look up the parts because this is exactly what they're called right there in Bricklink. No minifig parts today, just like bricks and Technic and that kind of stuff. So no minifig parts today. Yes, full sets at the end. So in this bag, 4 yellow modified 1x2, 15 yellow Technic, 5 a windscreen canopy. We'll turn that around for you so you can see it in all of its glory. And we're going to start every auction today, other than the sets, at $2. We're going to run through them quick, hopefully. $2 for 20 seconds. Best of luck, ladies and gents. And I need to get ready for you guys and get to labeling some bags. Oh, the music today too. By the way, this playlist, this playlist is called the Millennial Mixtape. All right, get us started off on the right step there. Alistair the Best. You are the best. Congratulations on picking up some yellow parts for your first auction today. Woo! 2 hours and 40 minutes later, I'm done with the auction, and I sold pretty much everything outside of some sealed sets. All of my used parts, my new parts, gone, and that feels so darn good. But now I'm met with the crushing realization of I don't have an assistant. And I have to pack and ship every one of these orders. So it is 3 p.m. now, Central Standard Time. And we'll see how long this takes. Last time I had 18 orders, and it took me about 2 hours to package everything. But that was pretty much no sealed sets. The sealed sets is where the time really adds up. And I sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 or 20 sealed sets. So I'm guessing 4 or 5 hours worth of work in front of me. We'll see. We'll take you along for the journey, so stay tuned. 17 minutes later, and I've made some progress. I've got all of my parts set out so that they're easy to find, and the way that this kind of works is that you might sell something at any random time, so I don't pre-label my bags, so I'll set something up to sell it. As soon as it sells, it gets assigned whatever number it is in the computer. So then whenever you go to pick the order, you got to find new part lot, 2 to 3 ounces, which is the smaller bags, number 25. So I've gone through and I've picked this first order. This is this person's entire first order, just a ton of parts. With the bin, it's weighing 3 pounds. So then the objective is to package all that stuff up. And then I have to repeat that 6,000 times before I get everything packed up. But if it was all parts, it would move pretty quick. But I think the way that I've got everything sorted and laid out, it's going to be fine. So these are the smaller parts, and I've broken them down into lots of 10. So 1 through 10, the teens, 20s, 30s, and 40s. These are the bigger parts bags, 3 to 5 ounce. Then we can move over here. We've got the smaller sealed sets. We've got all those dark bluish gray wheels along with the giveaways, all of the used, and then all of the large sets. Organizationally, I think that I'm doing a lot better than I was the first night, that's for sure. So this is my 3rd auction, and we're making progress, and that's what it's all about. We're going to continue making progress and pack some orders. And done. Took about a 15-minute break. Other than that, just been working. And we've got a leaning tower of Pisa here. Look at those boxes. Look at all those pretty packages in there. That is 21 different shipments, all in total. So about, I guess, 3 hours worth of work to get all of that done. It went by fast. It really was not bad at all. I got a good flow going. Table space is a must. I use this table for shipping. I had all my parts laid out there. I weighed everything here, signed cards, sent it on over to here, and then whenever I got to my computer, this is the actual place where we got to print out all the labels, and there's the final total that I sold. The minus is because of the giveaways, so I didn't lose money. So supposedly $970 worth of money's coming to me. Of course, that does not factor in cost of goods. That does not factor in time. It was a lot of time, and it wasn't just today. There was a ton of prep work that went into today, which you guys saw earlier in the video. But I think for the next auction, my plan is to just change things up ever so slightly. I do want to continue getting, not rid of, but to continue offering my parts for sale at good prices. But it just takes so long to go and find like all the white pieces, put them in a bag, label it. So I'm contemplating the idea of, like, what if I had just one of these bins right next to me, and I pulled out a drawer, and I just put that up for auction. I don't know if anybody would be interested in that format or not. The other option is to just sort everything by color and just have, like, big, gigantic bags of the same color and just not worry about writing on there. I don't know. I don't know if people would rather have a smaller lot or if they'd rather have the bigger bags. So we'll play around with it. We'll sleep on it for a few days. It's definitely past my dinner time. I'm an old man and I eat dinner at like 5:30, 6 o'clock every day. So I had some beef ribs smoking on the smoker during my sale. So I'm going to go eat those. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about whatnot, reselling, anything at all, please hit me up with that. I am more than happy to help anybody and everybody out with that. Until next time, happy selling. See y'all later.